Hi friends, welcome back to your yoga practice. My name is Jess and today's class is a juicy, stretchy, slow vinyasa flow. This class is the definition of feel-good yoga. If you like classes like this, please subscribe to my channel and share it with a friend so that we can grow our community right here on YouTube. And if you ever have a question or a request, please leave me a comment. I'm happy to respond and help you with whatever you're working on. If you'd like to find me off of YouTube, I'm JRock Yoga on Instagram, and my website is jrockyoga.com. Let's get to the flow. I will see you on the other side. Let's get started together on our blocks. If you have two blocks, we're going to set them up at the back of our mat in an equal shape. If you do not have blocks with you, you can just start in a regular shavasana position. Don't worry about it. So your first block, the bottom block, will come to right where your lower tips of your shoulder blades are. If you do wear a bra, it'll be kind of right on that band of where your bra strap would be. And the second block will be to support the back of your head. And then your legs can do whatever feels the most delicious for you this morning, the most just feel good, right? So you could bring the soles of your feet together and your knees drop out. You can extend your legs long. I'm gonna bring my soles of the feet together so that I get a full body opening here. So once you kind of wiggle around, find your spot, then just allow your body to drip over the blocks. And as you give your weight over to the blocks, notice that your shoulders might start to roll open, broadening your chest. You might feel a stretching sensation through your core or your solar plexus area. This is one of my favorite ways to start class. It's gentle and restorative, but also really opens us up. And it opens us up to not only the possibility of, it opens us up to our practice, to the beginning. So as you waterfall here over your blocks, bring into your mind something that you're beginning. Maybe it's something that you're working on in your yoga asana, a pose. Maybe it's something you're working on mentally, like focus, peacefulness, playfulness. Maybe it's a new hobby or a skill that has nothing to do with your yoga practice. Just something that you're beginning. Or maybe something you'd like to begin. And sit with that energy of newness, of starting. For me, the energy of beginning is like a spark. There's an excitement, there's all of this possibility, and there's kind of a fast energy behind it in a good way. And so as we begin our yoga practice, even though we're in a restorative posture, mentally, emotionally, we can be excited to begin. And not only excited to begin, but excited to see what our practice brings us today. Because when we begin something, and who we are as when we begin something is not the same person as when we finish it. Just like we're not the same person at the end of our practice that we are at the beginning. Things have shifted physically and mentally. So allowing yourself to be excited for the beginnings today, in whatever capacity you're beginning. Let's take a nice big inhale breath. Open your mouth, sigh out. Let's take a nice big inhale breath. And then open your mouth, sigh out. If your feet are together, begin to extend your legs long. Maybe you extend your arms back behind you, interlacing your fingers, releasing your pointer finger and stretching up and back. Imagine puffing your heart, your rib cage upward, and really elongating here. This feels so good in my body. So good if you've been doing a lot of strength building or if you're just waking up. And then bring the soles of your feet back onto the earth and just gently start to roll to one side off of your blocks. And as you do so, you can just slide your blocks off to the side, or maybe you place them back at the front of your mat. And we'll just come down onto the side, knees together in a little seed position. Take your top hand and press it into the earth, and then make your way up to all fours. Finding your hands underneath your shoulders and your hips above your knees. We'll start with a few rounds of intuitive cat-cow. So gently tilt your tailbone up toward the sky, scoop your heart forward and up. Allow your spine to sink in between your shoulders. And as you exhale, press and round into the earth, hollow through your belly, and feel your shoulders separate on your back. Inhale, it starts at the base of your tailbone, drip your belly down, scoop your heart forward. Exhale, rounding, pressing away, stretching your back body. And then start to move with your breath. Inhale's opening your front body. Exhale's opening your back body. Moving as fast or as slow as you need to go here. The next time your belly drops down, pause. Rock a little bit forward and tuck your toes if they're not tucked. Good, take an inhale here, really scooping heart forward. And as you exhale, bend your elbows back and lower your chest and chin to the earth. Knees, chest, chin. There's a big arch in your back here. See if you could just hug in the core a smidgen as your heart gets heavy, heavy, heavy. Shoulders toward the earth, elbows back and away. A few breaths here. Allowing your front body to really open and melt. Then press into your toes, and if you can, grip into your fingers, lift your kneecaps. Straight legs, a little bit more weight in your heart. Press more into your hands, lift your chest and slither forward onto your belly. Beautiful. Extend your right arm directly out to the right, palm facing down, and gently roll onto the front of your right shoulder. Take your left toes and place them behind you. It might start with just your tippy toes on the ground. Maybe the full flat foot can be on the ground. It's early in our practice, so just be gentle. Working into your right shoulder, deep breath in, and long breath out. If you'd like a little bit more, your left hand can come to the sky and you can gently wrap your left hand around your back. Your right cheek, your right ear fully on your mat, resting. Mine aren't fully resting because my buns always get in the way here, my little space buns. Reach your left arm back up to the sky if it was around your back, and then come back onto your belly. Extend your left arm out, palm facing down, and then roll onto the front of your left shoulder. Right tippy toes or right flat foot back behind you. And just breathe. Let your breath expanding your chest be the deepening of the stretch. So the deeper you breathe in, the more intense your stretch is here. Maybe your right arm goes up to the sky. Maybe it wraps around your back for a little bit more. Right arm back up to the sky, all the way down to your belly, coming back to center. Glide your hands back in line with your rib cage, and then tether your elbows like they want to touch one another. As you inhale, press through the tops of your feet, scoop and lift your heart for cobra. It doesn't have to be super high. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Elbows back and together. Collarbones broad this time. Press down to the tops of your feet. Lift and hover your hands. That might drip you down a little bit toward the mat, that's okay. Wrap all your muscles around your spine. And then send your arms back behind you, interlacing your fingers. Wrap your shoulders up, back, and together. And imagine you're holding a lemon in between your chin and your chest. From here, curl your heart forward and then lift and spread your toes. Beautiful. Shoulder blades wrapping, knuckles pressing back and lifting up. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Keep your feet lifted. Return your hands down to frame your rib cage. And as you inhale, press into your hands, letting your feet come down onto the earth, and lift into Cobra or King Cobra. A fun little transition. As you exhale, Child's Pose. Hips back toward the heels, grounding in. Really nestling into your breath. On your next inhale, press off of your shins, come up all fours. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, glide up and back, downward facing dog. You can start to pedal out your knees, bending one, straightening the other. Maybe you sway your hips a little bit left and right. Feel free to move the jaw around, move your head and neck. Any movements that you feel you need to settle in. It's almost like scribbling with our body. Like morning pages in a journal. We get all the scribbles out so that we can focus. On your next inhale, come up to your tippy toes. And as you exhale, curl your pubic bone to your belly button to your rib cage, and your rib cage to your sternum. That will take you forward to a high plank. And then bend your knees a little, tilt your tailbone to the sky. Inhale, glide back, down dog. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, curl forward, high plank. Inhale, bend your knees, scoop your tailbone up. Glide back, down dog. Hold for your exhale. One more. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, glide back. Pause for your exhale. Left foot step center. Inhale, float your right leg up toward the sky. Bend your right knee. Rotate your hips open, open, open toward the right side of your mat. Press your heart back toward your left thigh. Your left heel does not have to be on the ground, but it can be. Little micro bend in your left knee. Beautiful. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, up onto your left tippy toes, round and curl your right knee into your chest, and then pull it towards your nose, press the ground away, protract your shoulders, which means separate them like cat pose. Pull your heel to your bum, look at your right thumb, and step your right foot to your right thumb. Beautiful. Place your left knee down, and as you inhale, rise to your low lunge. Notice if when you rise, you sink directly down, and see if you can press up and out of your front heel and find a little bit of lift. Front heel magnetizes toward back knee. Lift, lift, lift up through your heart. Once you keep this energy moving up, then deepen a little bit more. Beautiful. As you inhale, look up, heart lifts up. And as you exhale, hands come down to frame your front foot. Pick up your back knee for a runner's lunge and pause. As you inhale, drip your hips toward the earth just a smidgen. Scoop your heart forward and knit your shoulders together on your back. As you exhale, straighten your front leg and draw your right hip back, folding over your front leg. Inhale, drip your hips, press your feet away from one another, scoop your heart forward. Exhale, straighten. Good. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. This time, inhale, bend, scooping your heart forward, and start to lower your hips toward the earth as you scoop your heart forward. Try and keep your back leg straight for as long as you can, until you place your back knee down. Good, inhale, reach up, scoop your heart up, press out of your front heel, and exhale this time, waterfall your fingertips down toward the ground, but keep inflating your heart toward the sky. Shoulder blades wrap around your spine, maybe gaze goes up and back. Continue to walk your fingertips forward to frame your front foot and lift your back knee. Straightening your front leg, press the ground away and suction your straight leg back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl forward, high plank. This time, as you inhale, bend your knees, tilt your tailbone up, scoop your heart forward and pause. As you exhale, bend your elbows back, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press into your tops of your feet, press your hips down and lift into your cobra. Elbows wrap back. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, wave forward, all fours. Down dog, exhale. Right foot step center. Inhale, your left leg floats up toward the sky, and as you exhale, bend your left knee, rotate your hips open. Heart presses back toward your right thigh. Heel can reach for the ground, but it doesn't have to touch. It never has to touch. Squeeze your left heel to your bum and really stretch and open through your left inner thigh. One more inhale. Exhale up onto your tippy toes, round and curl your left knee to your chest, knitting it in really tight, and then press off your toes, bring your knee to your nose as close as you can. Press the ground away, squeeze your heel to your bum, become a teeny tiny little seed, and then step your left foot to your left thumb. Place your back knee on the ground. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. If you sink down immediately, press up and out of your left heel, knit and whoop, suction everything in and up, and then lift through your heart. If you can keep this engagement, left heel to right knee, everything zipping in toward the midline, then go ahead and with that engagement, melt down into the pose a little bit. We want to keep it stable as we go into deeper ranges of flexibility. Inhale, lift and open your heart. And as you exhale, hands come to frame your left foot, pick up your back knee and pause for your runner's lunge. Inhale up onto your fingertips, scoop your heart forward and drip your hips toward the earth. Wrap your shoulder blades around your spine, really lifting like there's a string attached to your heart and it wants to pull you up to the sky. As you exhale, straighten your left leg, fold over your left leg and reach your heart toward your big toe. Good. Inhale, rebend, scoop your heart forward and up, press your feet away from one another. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Last one, inhale, bend, pause. Start to drip your hips, but keep your right leg as straight as you can for as long as you can. Scoop your heart forward, 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 press off your back toes, and you're gonna feel this really deep stretch as you kind of fight, that's not the right word, but you fight to keep your right leg straight until it touches the ground. Good. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, allow your arms to fall back behind you. But puff your heart up as you do that. Press out of your front heel, lift your heart. Breath in. And breath out. Crawl your fingertips back to frame your front foot. Lift your back knee and rock onto your front heel. Press and round through your shoulders, suctioning your straight leg up and back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, tippy toes. As you exhale, round and curl forward, high plank. Inhale, baby bend of the knees, tilt your tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press your hips toward the earth and sequentially unfurl your spine into cobra. Last thing to lift is your eyes. Child's pose, exhale. Inhale, ripple forward, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and long breath out. On your next inhale, come up to your tippy toes. As you exhale, curl forward to a half high plank. So you're almost in your high plank, but you kind of stop halfway. Drip your heels over toward the right side and anchor your right big toe as you bend your right knee. Inhale, press into your bottom foot and bottom hand and lift your left knee up to the sky, side plank. Beautiful. Spiking your left knee high, I want you to use the power of your bottom heel to lift your hips as high as you can. Beautiful. Extend your left arm up and then over your left ear to the front of your mat, placing your left toes behind you. Extend your right leg long and lift your hips up toward the sky for Wild Thing. Can you scoop your right shoulder blade underneath your heart to shoot it more forward? Beautiful. Rebend into your bottom leg and inhale, side plank. Look where your left hand would be if you were in full plank, and slowly step your left foot to where your left hand would be. Place your right knee down, and then straighten your left leg, flex your toes to your face, and flex your foot. Half split. Good. Up onto your fingertips, scooping your heart forward and flipping your tailbone to the sky. Exhale, bow. And you don't have to stay still here. Open your toes, close them. Open your toes and close them. Maybe you lift your hip and close it down. All the while, you're pressing your front heel down like it's trying to squish a blueberry or like a little pea. You're trying to pop it. And once you do that, you'll feel the back of your left hamstring and your whole left leg light up. Stretching. Good. Inhale, rebend. Lift your back knee and crawl your hands around to the right side of your mat, all the way to frame your right foot. All 10 toes point to the back of the mat. Place your left knee down and inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Beautiful. Press and lift from your right heel. Drip your hips forward, lift your heart up toward the sky. Maybe you take it up and back. If you'd like, you could hook your thumbs and really reach up and back. That gives you a little bit of a deeper stretch. One more inhale. Exhale, hands frame your right foot, pick up your back knee, right arm to the sky as you inhale, open twist. Press off of your back toes and really shoot your heart forward, opening up. As you exhale, both hands come down, crawl back around toward the left. All 10 toes point forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise for your high crescent. Press off your back toes, lift and scoop your heart upward toward the sky. Goalpost your arms here. Allow your shoulder blades to cradle your heart and shoot your heart forward and up. And then waterfall your hands down toward the earth. Continue to waterfall your hands until they frame your front foot. Straighten your front leg. Suction your left leg up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl to your half high plank. Drip both of your heels over toward the left, bend your knees and then anchor your left big toe. Inhale, side plank, right knee comes up toward the sky. Beautiful, really use the power of your bottom heel to lift your hips. Right arm tracks along your right ear. And then place your right toes behind you. Extend your left leg, Wild Thing, hips high, heart toward the front of your mat. Send your bum back, rebend into your bottom leg. Inhale, side plank. Look where your right hand would go and gently step your right foot where your right hand would go. Good, place your back knee down on the earth and rock back into your half split. And in your half split, you don't need to be still. You can start to wiggle. Right hip up, right hip down, toes out, toes in, and really press your right heel down into the earth. Inhale to scoop your heart towards your right big toe, flipping your tailbone to the sky, and exhale, bow forward. Find your breath here. Really breathing into any spots that feel sticky. Inhale, rebend into your right knee, pick up your left knee, and walk around to your left until all 10 toes point toward the back. Place your right knee down. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana toward the back of your mat. Press out of your front heel and lift your heart. Option to interlace your thumbs, maybe the opposite thumb on top this time, which is the one that feels weird. Inhale, lift. And as you exhale, take it up, 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 and back. So back bends are more about lift than they are crunching back into your low back. The more you can lift, the more space you can make between your heart and your pelvis, the better and safer your back bends are going to be. Good. Inhale, back up. Exhale, both hands frame your left foot, lift your back knee. Inhale, left arm up toward the sky, open twist. Press off your back toes, scooping your heart forward, really opening. And then exhale, both hands down, crawl around to your right, reframing your front foot, all 10 toes point toward the front. Inhale, rise for your full crescent. Goal posting your arms, supporting your heart with your shoulders and pressing off your back toes. And then waterfall your hands down as you really inflate your heart up toward the sky. Bend deeply into your right knee and continue to waterfall your hands toward the earth until they frame your front foot. Rock onto your front heel, nice straight leg. Suction your straight leg up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl to your high plank. Inhale, pause, tilt your tailbone to the sky, bend your knees. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press your hips down, sequentially slither into your cobra. Exhale, straight to down dog this time. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes. On your next inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl halfway to your high plank. Heels drop over to the right, bend into your knees, anchor your right big toe. Inhale, side plank, spike your left knee up toward the sky. Beautiful, left hand over your ear, left toes toward the ground, wild thing. Opening it up. Really breathe into your front body. Come back around, rebending into your right knee. Inhale, side plank, left knee to the sky. Slowly step your left foot toward the front of your mat. Beautiful. Place your back knee down. From here, make a kickstand with your right toes out toward the right side and ground into your right hand. Pick your left knee up, coming into this modified knee down side plank. Reach your left hand for the inside of your left foot, and then start to kick, spread your toes and kick your heel away from your bum. Now think about pressing your heart toward the left side of your mat and kind of rotating, almost like you're in wheel pose. Kick your heel away from your bum, spiral your biceps forward, and really open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, start to pull your left knee back into your chest and guide your left foot back to the top of your mat. Return your right toes behind your right knee. You might need to walk your left foot up just a smidgen. As you inhale, arms go up, Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, drop your hands into your heart center. Inhale, lift through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, rotate and twist over to your left, hooking your right elbow outside of your left knee. Beautiful. Draw your hips forward and rotate your right side rib cage underneath you. That will help you rotate your left side rib cage back behind you. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, back up to Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, waterfall your hands down to frame your front foot, pick up your back knee. Walk your hands around to the right, all 10 toes to the back. Good, and place your back knee down. Anchor left hand, inhale, right arm sweeps up. And right arm reaches back. From here, I actually like to pick up my back knee and step it back a little bit so I'm on the fleshy part above my knee. Maybe bend your back knee and reach for your foot. Good. Spread your toes and kick your heel away from you. Let that open your right shoulder. And as you do that, let your right knee drop out to the right. So we're kind of in this spiraling opening pose. Heart pulling forward and back, kicking away. Release. Hands inside your right foot. Pick up your back knee and walk back around to the front of your mat. Good. Press and lift, straight left leg back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl halfway to your half high plank. Drop your heels over to the left, bend your knees, anchor your left big toe. Inhale, rise, side plank. Right arm over your ear, right toes to the ground behind you, extend your left leg. Wild thing. Rebend into your bottom knee. Inhale, right knee to the sky, side plank. Look where your right hand would go and gently step your right foot to your right hand. Good, place your left knee down and then make a kickstand with your left knee. Sending your left toes out to the left side of your mat. And come into your modified side plank. So you're down on your left hand, left knee, right knee up to the sky. Reach your right hand for the inside of your right foot, spread your toes, and start to kick your heel away from your bum. From here, can you scoop your shoulder blades underneath your heart and rotate your torso toward the right side of your mat, almost making it more like a wheel pose or a bow pose. Pull your right knee into your chest and guide your right foot back to the top of your mat. Return your left toes back behind your left knee. Good. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Reach up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Inhale for lift and for length. Exhale, rotate and twist to the right. Left elbow hooks outside of your right knee. Draw your left side rib cage underneath you to open your right side rib cage up toward the sky. Breath in and breath out. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms go back up. And as you exhale, hands frame your front foot, pick up your back knee. Walk around to the left. All 10 toes point toward the back. Place your right knee down. Anchor your right hand, inhale your left arm up toward the sky, open twist. And then reach your left hand back. I like to, again, pick up my back knee and send it a little back. Then bend your back knee and reach for your back foot. Start to kick your heel away from your bum and let your left knee drip out to the left side as you kick back and open. Scoop your heart forward. Slowly release. Hands inside your left foot, pick up your back knee and walk around to the front of your mat. Anchor both hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale onto your tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl forward. Inhale, bend your knees, tilt your tailbone up. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, ripple up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Breath in, breath out. Inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, lift onto your tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl half forward. Heels to the right, bend both of your knees. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, place your left toes down and inhale, wild thing, open it up. As you exhale, return, right foot to the ground. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, step your left foot forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Exhale, drop your hands into your heart center. Inhale, lift through your heart. And exhale, rotate and twist to your left. Press your right elbow into your outer left leg and your outer left leg into your right elbow. Scoop the crown of your head forward and rotate open. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come on back up, full crescent. And as you exhale, how slow can you bend your back knee and lower it toward the ground? Good. From here, inhale, lift your heart up. Drip into your hips, but keep that buoyancy, lifting, 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 pressing through your front heel. Lift, 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 up, 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 back, back, back. Drip your arms down and bring them to frame your front foot. Beautiful. Walk your left hand inside of your left foot now and come in for a low lizard lunge. You can stay right here or you can drop down onto your forearms. Beautiful. If you drop down onto your forearms, maybe you walk your forearms a little bit forward. So thinking about scooping your heart forward and sending your hips up and back. Maybe rocking left and right a little. And then from your forearms, reach your left arm forward. And as you exhale, reach your left arm up and rotate your palm toward the left side of your mat. And then rotate it back. Bend your back knee, reach for your foot because it's right there. And again, kick your heel away from your bum, let your left knee waterfall out to the left side. So just what we did, but a little deeper, we're on our forearm. And if this is too much, come up onto a block, come up onto your hand, work where you're at. It's just a progression, and you progress at your own pace. From here, no matter what arm variation you're in, we're gonna flip the grip. So knit your left knee back into center. So everything kind of hugs in, and then reach for the top of your back foot instead. So we're just switching from the inside to the top. Spread your toes and start to squeeze now your heel into your bum. You're gonna feel a deep stretch in the front of your right hip flexor. Scoop your heart forward and drop your heart down. Keep your left knee hugging into you. It's gonna wanna roll out. This time, keep it in. Deep breaths. I know this is a deep stretch. Good. Slowly release. Left hand back inside your left foot. Come on back up and lift your back knee. Crawl your hands around all 10 toes. Point toward the back. Inhale up onto your fingertips, scoop your heart forward. And as you exhale, fold, wide stance Parsvottanasana. So if you need, you can step your back foot in at a 45-degree angle and anchor your heel. Or you can keep up on your back toes, see what feels good to you. The goal here is to flip the tailbone up and scoop your heart towards your big toe. And then exhale, find a deep stretch. Really pouring weight into the ball mound of your right foot. This is a nice stretchy, slow burn practice. So really deepen into your breath. Linger in those places that need a little extra love. Halfway lift, breathe in. Pause for your exhale. Left hand stays where it is, right arm up to the sky, a little twist. Scoop your heart toward the back of your mat, lift through your right fingertips. Maybe you extend your right arm over your ear. Right hand comes back down and walk around to your left. Pause in a wide-legged stance. Keep your right toes pointing toward the right side of your mat, and now just turn your left toes toward the front of your mat. Continue the journey with your hands. Left hand anchors inside your left foot. Peel your right arm up toward the sky, triangle. Beautiful. So if you feel like you're really collapsing into your left side body here, you can place a block under your hand or you can come up to your shin. We want to work on elongating from left hip to left armpit and then really reaching up with your right fingertips. There's so much engagement that your bottom fingertips could actually hover here. Lean back like there's a wall behind you supporting you. And then extend your right arm over your ear. Oh, such a good one. This is like the best stretch, especially if you handstand. Spiral your heart up toward the sky, and then right hand down, left hand down. All 10 toes point forward, and take a vinyasa your way. Inhale up on the tippy toes, exhale rippling forward, and you lower down. We all meet in our downward facing. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, round and curl to your half plank. Drop your heels over to the left, bend your knees and anchor your left big toe. Inhale, spike your right knee to the sky, side plank. Exhale, right toes behind you, extend your left leg, wild thing. Slowly come back through, bending into your left knee. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, step your right foot where your right hand would be. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Exhale, hands drop to your heart center. Inhale, find some lift and length through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, rotate and twist over towards your right. Left elbow hooks outside of your right knee. Scoop your heart forward. Lean back on each exhale, finding length on your inhale and a little twist on your exhale. Inhale, come back up, high crescent. And as you exhale, how slow can you bend into your back knee until it places on the ground? And then inhale, press out of your front heel, hips drip, lift your heart. Tailbone goes back, heart goes up, opening front body. Until you waterfall your arms down and continue the journey to frame your front foot. Walk your right hand inside of your right foot. And we're gonna come into our low lizard lunge on this side. So if you're staying up here on your hands, that's great. Otherwise, come on down to your forearms or a block. Maybe you want to walk your elbows a little forward to help the elongation of your spine. Heart is going forward and down. Hips are going back and up. And from here, we'll reach our right arm forward. And inhale, open your palm toward the right side of your mat as you send it back. Now bend your left knee and reach for your left foot. To start, we're gonna just let your foot win the tug of war. So spread your toes, kick your heel away from your bum, and let your right knee drip out. Finding this, for the second time on this side, this spiraling, opening spine and hip stretch. Shoulder blades hugging the back of your heart. And then from here, zip everything in. So knees come back to center, feet come back to center, and flip your grip. So reach for the top of your foot instead of the inside. Spread your toes and start to squeeze your left heel towards your bum. As you do that, inhale to send your heart forward, almost like a halfway lift. So you're elongating your spine as you're pulling and stretching your heel to your bum. And there's a little bit of opposite action. So even though you're pulling your heel to bum, your foot is resisting it, but you're letting your hand win here. Deep front left hip flexor stretch. Really breathe deeply here. Our breath is the lifeblood of our practice. It's the life that runs throughout all of us, our prana, our energy, oxygenating our cells, our muscles. And then without slingshotting, release. Both hands come back down and then lift up on to your hands, elbows off the ground. Pick up your back knee and walk around to your left. Beautiful. Both hands frame your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold over your back leg. Now you might want to step in your back foot and anchor your right heel at a 45-degree angle. That might help you get a deeper stretch. If that's too much, stay up on your back toes. Beautiful. Inhale, scoop your heart forward. And exhale, heart wants to meet your big toe. Pour weight into the ball mound of your left foot. Again, here you can lift and close your left hip. Really deepening into your breath. Diving into your experience here. Inhale halfway. Pause for your exhale. Right hand stays. Inhale, left arm up toward the sky. A little twist. Draw your left hip back because it's going to want to kick forward. And really elongate through your left fingertips. Maybe your right eye looks up at your left thumb. Extend your left arm over your ear. And then continue, both hands down. And walk around to your right until you're in a wide-legged forward fold. All 10 toes are pointing toward the left side of your mat. Keep your left foot where it is, and then turn your right toes to the front. Continue the journey with your hands. Right hand anchors inside your right foot. Inhale your left arm up toward the sky. Triangle pose. Again, find lift, so you almost don't need to have your fingertips on the ground. Lengthening, heart toward the front of your mat, hips toward the back. And leaning back on a wall behind you. Extend your left arm over your ear, keep spiraling your heart up. This is the best. Stretch for your armpits. It's stretch for the side body, your lats, all of those big muscles. And then left hand comes down, all 10 toes point forward. Rock onto your front heel and send it back, downward facing dog. Pause here and breathe. Press your hands through your mat into the earth. Lengthen your tailbone to the sky and just feel. From here, step your left foot center and inhale your right leg all the way up toward the sky. Lift from the bottom of your right glute. And as you exhale, lift onto your left tippy toes. Try to step with a straight right leg to the top of your mat. Beautiful. Crawl around to your left, bend into your left knee, skandasana, left side, right toes up toward the sky. Little baby bend in your right knee. I like to interlace my fingers, release my pointer, and counterbalance. So I like to reach forward with my hands and lift my heart, and then see if I could keep that lift as I sit my bum down closer toward the earth. Keeping that magnetization between my feet nice and strong, nice and steady. Good, take one more breath here. And as you exhale, lower your bum all the way to the ground and fold your left knee in. Top of your left foot comes to the ground. If this is a no-go for you, you could just take your inner left foot in a tree pose inside. But from here, we will move the fleshy part from underneath our bum and inhale to lift fingertips toward the sky. Exhale, lead with your heart, fold forward over your right leg. See if you can press your foot away from you, and that will deepen the stretch. Good. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, softening. One more breath in. Exhale fully. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, release. We're going to unfold our left knee and replant our left heel. Using the power of our legs and maybe a little bit of counterbalance, lift back up into your skandasana. Beautiful. Press through your left heel, skandasana on the right side now. And just sit in it. Really squeeze the heels together, lift through your heart, nice opening, elongation, stretching. Maybe you can sit all the way down, inhale, and exhale, up. Inhale down, exhale up. One more, inhale down, exhale up. Hands frame your front foot, and just straight legs, step it back, downward facing dog. Pause and feel. Elongating hamstrings, arms, neck. Step your right foot center, inhale your left leg all the way up toward the sky. Lift from the bottom of your left glute. Lift high, high, high. Inhale up onto your right tippy toes, and as you exhale with a straight leg, step to the top of your mat. Crawl your hands around to the right, turn your right toes to the right. Skandasana. Beautiful. So just for a moment, you can interlace your fingers, reach toward the right side of your mat, and find this lift. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, maybe you sit back and down just a little bit. Right knee pulls back behind you. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, sit all the way down and fold your right knee forward in line with your left. Maybe you want to snuggle back onto the center of your mat. Top of your right foot is down. Remember your modifications. Inhale, lift up through your arms. Exhale, lead with your heart. Long spine, tailbone tilts up and back, all the way down, reaching for your foot. Maybe a block if you have a lot of space. Inhale. And exhale to fold. Breath in and breath out. Inhales, exhale. One more breath in, exhale fully, and then inhale halfway. As you exhale, release, unfold your right leg, plant your right heel, and come to that pre-skandasana. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, lift your bum, full skandasana. Another inhale here, exhale, press off your right heel, and transition skandasana over left leg. You can stay here and just hold, maybe hands are even on the ground, or you inhale, sit your bum down, keeping that tension between heels. Exhale, press and lift for 1. Inhale, sit. Exhale, press and lift for 2. Inhale, sit. Exhale, press and lift for 3. Good work. Come all the way back around, straight leg step back. Down dog and pause. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale up onto your tippy toes. And as you exhale, round and curl forward. This time when you get to high plank, flip to the tops of your feet, drip your hips down, upward facing dog, but maybe your knees even touch down. So a more like chill, juicy, upward facing dog, curling your heart forward and up, letting this just feel really good. And then slowly bend your elbows back and lower all the way down. From here, come down onto your forearms so that you're in a Sphinx pose. And then draw your right knee up towards your right hip. Flex your right foot. Lift onto your hands, elbows lifting, and then reach and thread your left arm underneath your right arm. Roll onto your back, right arm open for a twist. You can take your left hand and place it on your outer right thigh, drawing it away from you, allowing your heart to melt down through the back of your shoulders into the earth. And then we'll slowly come on back through onto our forearms. Right leg comes back to meet our left, and then slide your left knee up to your hip. Lift your elbows and thread your right arm underneath you, rolling onto your back, left arm open, twist. Big exhales, allowing this to fully open your thoracic spine. And then from here, we'll roll all the way onto our backs. And we might be off our mat a little bit, so just scooch back. We'll finish our practice with bridge and or wheel. We'll take one set, but it will be a longer hold. So I'm gonna start with bridge and make my way into wheel. And you can either come with me or do what feels right in your body. Take your elbows, place them down outside your rib cage, and your palms spread like they're holding an orb above your belly. Stick your bum back and accentuate all the muscles in your back, wrapping them around the spine, almost like you engage your core, you're engaging your back. Press into your heels, lift up, bridge pose. A few breaths here, really lifting through your heart, rib cage. If you'd like to take it into your wheel, hands come underneath your shoulders, fingertips facing your heels, and we'll lift it up. And now take a moment to really explore this posture. Find your place here. And once you feel steady, dip your bum a little bit, rewrap the muscles around your spine. And then grip into your fingers and lift. Just like Wild Thing, we're kind of pressing up and our heart goes through our arms. But it's almost like someone's pulling your hips back and away as you're drawing your heart forward. So still finding this elongation in your wheel. It's not just crunching into your low back. It's like lifting heart with helium forward and up, away from your hips. When you feel comfortable, come down, upper, middle, low spine. Open your arms wide in any fashion that suits you. Drop your knees to the left very gently, and then drop your knees to the right. And a few times you can do that windshield wipering, releasing your low back, your sacrum, resetting. And soles of your feet to touch, knees drop open, just like we did in the beginning of our practice. Take your hands on top of your thighs, heels of the palms almost in your hip crease. We'll take an inhale, and as you do, start to press your hands into your thighs, tractioning your spine. And as you exhale, hollow through your core. And really press away. We'll do one more like that. Inhale. Exhale, hollow through your core and press your hands away. Beautiful. Extend your legs into your full shavasana. Extend your arms. The hard work is done. You did it. Now this is the part where you reap the benefits of your practice, where everything can nestle in and reorganize, where the magic of the practice does its work. We do the moving so that we can bask in our stillness. And in our stillness, we can get closer to our true essence, who we really are. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Shavasana, take rest. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this stretchy, slow flow. If you did, subscribe to my channel and share it with a friend so that we can grow our community here on YouTube. And if you ever have any questions or requests for classes, please leave me a comment and let me know what you'd like to see or what you're working on. I'd be happy to help you and connect. If you'd like to find me off of YouTube, my website is jrockyoga.com and my Instagram is @jrockyoga. I will see you next time.